What if I told you that in the spring of 2026, the desert skies over Indio, California will once again glow with the sound of guitars, neon lights, and the roar of thousands of voices, but this time with a lineup so bold it feels almost unreal. Imagine standing shoulder to shoulder with tens of thousands of fans, the dry desert wind brushing across your face. And on stage you don't just see the usual headliners. You see Cody Johnson, Lainey Wilson, and Malone, each claiming a night as their own. This isn't just another country music festival. This is Stagecoach 2026, and it's shaping up to be one of the most memorable editions in its history. The festival, set for April 24th through the 26th at the Empire Polo Club, has always been a mecca for country music lovers. But every year, Stagecoach seems to raise the bar. When you hear the names attached to this year's lineup, you can feel the anticipation building months before the first act even steps on stage. And it all starts with the headliners. Cody Johnson, a true cowboy at heart, will finally have his moment as a Stagecoach headliner. For years, his powerful voice and unapologetic devotion to authentic country storytelling has earned him a loyal fan base. In 2026, he won't just be playing for his fans. He'll be playing for history, standing in front of a sea of people who have been waiting for him to take this spot. You can already picture the moment. The lights go dim, the crowd chants his name, and Johnson steps out, guitar in hand, singing songs that reflect not only his journey but the very soul of modern country. Then there's Lainey Wilson, a name that has exploded in recent years. Back in 2023, she performed at Stagecoach but not as a headliner. Now, just 3 years later, she'll command the main stage as the leading act of the night. The path she's carved is nothing short of extraordinary. An artist who blends traditional country roots with a contemporary spirit, and someone who embodies the strength and resilience that fans resonate with so deeply. Picture her walking out in her signature bell-bottoms, the crowd erupting as she begins to sing songs that feel like stories lifted straight from real life. Her headlining set isn't just another concert. It's a statement about how far she has come and how powerful her voice has become in shaping the future of country music. And then there's the wild card, Malone. For many, his name might not immediately scream country headliner. But if you've been paying attention, you know he's been slowly building toward this moment. Back in 2024, Malone made his debut at Stagecoach, surprising audiences with a set of pure country covers. It was risky, it was bold, and it was unforgettable. That performance lit the fuse, and now, in 2026, he's coming back with his own country material, including songs from his much-anticipated album F1 Trillion. Imagine the intrigue, the crossover energy, the blend of hip-hop roots and country passion, colliding on the desert stage in front of thousands. Whether you're a longtime Malone fan or a skeptical country purist, you can't help but feel curious about what this night will bring. That curiosity is exactly why his headlining slot is perhaps the most anticipated of all. But Stagecoach has never been just about the headliners. It's about the undercard, the deep roster of talent that keeps the festival alive from the first note of the day until the final encore at night. In 2026, the lineup is as stacked as ever. Bailey Zimmerman, one of the fastest rising names in country music, brings his gravelly voice and raw emotional energy to the stage. Riley Green will deliver his signature Southern charm, while Ella Langley continues to cement her reputation as one of the genre's most exciting young female voices. Little Big Town, with their perfect harmonies and decades of hits, will offer a dose of nostalgia and class. The Red Clay Strays, Warren Zeters, Teddy Swims, Sam Barber, Wyatt Flores, Nate Smith, Hudson Westbrook, each artist brings something unique, and each will help build the atmosphere leading up to the big nights. And then there's Brooks and Dunn, legends of the genre. The thought of them stepping onto the Stagecoach stage, their voices echoing across the desert, is enough to send shivers down any country fan's spine. Their inclusion alone would make this lineup worth celebrating. But in 2026, they're surrounded by an eclectic mix that pushes Stagecoach far beyond the boundaries of country. Because here's the thing, Stagecoach 2026 isn't just about country. It's about music, period. Non-country acts like Journey, Pitbull, and Ludacris will bring their own brand of energy, creating moments that festival goers will never forget. Imagine the crowd singing along to Don't Stop Believin', Under the Stars, or dancing to Pitbull's high-octane beats, or shouting every word as Ludacris turns the desert into a hip-hop arena. It's unexpected, it's bold, and it's exactly the kind of risk that makes Stagecoach a festival unlike any other. And of course, no Stagecoach would be complete without the personalities who have become synonymous with the event. Diplo, the genre-bending DJ, will once again transform the afterparty into a desert rave, proving that country fans know how to dance just as hard as anyone else. And then there's Guy Fieri, larger than life, with his spiky hair and signature enthusiasm, ready to turn the festival grounds into a flavor-packed playground of food and fun. These aren't just side attractions. They're part of the heartbeat of what makes Stagecoach feel like more than just a music festival. It's an experience, a culture, a yearly pilgrimage. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 2026 lineup is the heavy presence of 90s bands. Cody and the Blowfish, Bush, Third Eye Blind, the Wallflowers, and Counting Crows, all set to perform. For many fans, this is the soundtrack of their youth. The songs that played from car radios and mixtapes, now reborn on a stage in the middle of the California desert. Imagine Hootie and the Blowfish reuniting thousands in a chorus of voices, or Third Eye Blind sending the crowd into a frenzy with Semi-Charmed Life. These aren't just performances. They're time machines, transporting fans back while blending seamlessly with the present energy of the festival. And if that wasn't enough, Stagecoach 2026 will also feature one of country's most talked about figures, Gavin Adcock. Known for stirring controversy and never shying away from speaking his mind, Adcock has earned the reputation of being country music's premier agitator. In 2025, his foil Zach Bryan headlined the festival, and now, Adcock steps into the spotlight, promising moments that will be raw, unfiltered, and unforgettable. His presence adds a layer of unpredictability to an already explosive lineup. When you put it all together, Stagecoach 2026 is more than just 3 days of music. It's a reflection of where the genre is, where it's been, and where it's going. You'll have the traditionalists Cody Johnson and Brooks and Dunn, keeping the roots strong. You'll have the new wave, Lainey Wilson, Bailey Zimmerman, Ella Langley, pushing country forward. And you'll have the experimenters, Post Malone, Diplo, even Pitbull, blurring the lines and proving that music doesn't have to fit neatly into a box. It's a celebration of the past, present, and future, all colliding under the desert sky. So picture it now. April 24th, 2026. The sun begins to set over the Empire Polo Club, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. The air buzzes with anticipation. Somewhere backstage, Cody Johnson tunes his guitar, Lainey Wilson adjusts her mic, Post Malone takes a deep breath before stepping out to claim his night. Out in the crowd, fans from every corner of the country and beyond stand ready, boots in the dirt, drinks in hand, voices eager to join in unison. The lights go dark, the first chords strike, and Stagecoach 2026 begins. 3 nights, countless memories, one legendary festival. And as the final encore fades into the desert night, one thing will be certain. Stagecoach 2026 won't just be remembered as another stop on the festival calendar. It will be remembered as the year the desert burned brighter than ever before.